Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another build video, guys. In today's video, I bring you the Mjolnir build. So this build focuses primarily on wielding the Krell axe that does insane shock damage for no apparent reason, but it works and we're going to use it. And this build is actually inspired by a user that recently commented on my most recent build videos. His name is Trey Floyd 6003. Thank you so much, Trey, for inspiring this build. I tried out his layout and just modified it a little bit, and this is the Mjolnir build. Alright, so first things first, we are going to run the medic as the prime archetype, so that way we can have healing shield and have some more survivability by regaining our relic charges. And then we're going to have miasma as the secondary archetype as skill, so that way we can proc miasma with our Ahane crystal. I got labyrinth set to go with the labyrinth shock kind of theme, using the Sparkfire shotgun with creeping mist and the feated wounds mutator, Krell axe with the Stormbringer because this will further increase the shock damage, and then we have Enigma with Maelstrom to increase the shock damage from Enigma as well, to kind of keep our shock damage theme. And then we are using the shock device for our amulet to increase our shock and overload damage. And then we are using the Ahane crystal, of course. Every time you're running miasma, you're running Ahane crystal. And then for some reason, the Timekeeper's Jewel actually further enhances the shock damage from the Krell axe. I don't understand why it does this, but it does. I actually did a test on this. I can show you guys here in just a sec. So with it on, I threw it at this dummy, and the initial shock was 2,564 damage. And then I take this off, and I can do it on the other dummy, and it only does 1,385 damage for the shock. So for some reason, putting Timekeeper's Jewel actually enhances this. I try to use like other rings, but for some reason that helps. Of course, we're going to use the Band of Fanatic to further increase our status effect damage, and then Shadow of Misery to just, of course, further boost the static effect damage as well. Now, moving on to the traits, we have Affliction from the Ritualist, and then I put Regrowth on. That way we have some passive healing. Expertise and Spirit, that way we have some good mod regen and skill cooldown. Then, of course, Vigor for health. We have Triage, that's from the medic, that way we have better healing. Then we have Amplitude for the AoE size of miasma. Fitness for survivability. Siphoner, that way we can gain some health from the Krell axe damage. Stamina regen from recovery is much needed. And then Glutton, that way we can pop our Shielded Heart Relic, which is the relic we're going to use in this build. And I'm using health, shield amount, and of course elemental damage to just again increase the elemental damage as well. But that is pretty much it for the build, guys. Pretty much you just want to try and pop Creeping Mist, then Miasma, throw the axe, get the huge chunks of damage, and every 4 to 5 seconds you're going to get a huge chunk of damage. I actually did a Losum run. I was doing kind of like a test run, so you'll see me wearing different armors and stuff. But this is pretty much what I came up with towards the end. But without further ado, let's go melt some bosses.
If you shall... My kingdom will not suffer the mockery of thieves! shit!
You will forget everything after. I promise. Run, my treat. Your fear is ever more piquant.
And that's going to wrap things up for this build video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure as hell had a fun time playing with this build. I was quite surprised. You can pretty much beat the game with a throwing melee weapon, which is absolutely insane. Again, thank you, Trey, for tuning in and inspiring this build, and shout out to him. And if you guys enjoyed this build video, guys, don't forget to drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel with more content coming your way. And also join the Discord link down in the description below. We'll be happy to have you, and join the Lost Days gaming community. But with all that out of the way, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.